It was the fit for me.
What is happening today? Bruh.
All right.
Just so you know, we are streaming.
Oh, we're streaming. Are we going into our video now?
Ready to start the show?
Are you
Yes,
ready?
I'm ready to start the show.
You got your phone on Do Not Disturb?
Yes, my phone's on Do Not Disturb.
Promise?
I promise. Both of them.
Okay.
Shit,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
Welcome, guys. I'm Corey Peace.
And I'm
Miss
Mason.
Lucy. Oh, my bad.
We out of order.
Look, my bad, Mason. Because she wasn't supposed to go first. No, it's Miss Lizzie, baby.
Oh, it says me first on the screen.
You're right.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
But it is your turn to say.
Oh, welcome to Hush Your Mouth, guys.
She wrote this one.
Guys, girls, whatever.
Oh my goodness. So, in honor for mental health and every day that things we should do. How you doing, Mason?
I'm doing good, actually. It's been a hot day. Today is extremely hot in the city. So, I mean, I was outside for a little bit, got some news, found out people were pregnant, usual shit. How you guys doing?
Well, wait, was it the tea on the pregnancy? Like, is that the tea?
Is it your baby?
It ain't my baby.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
As long as it ain't your baby.
Okay, because we was about to be like, well, damn, really? You want to wait for us to go live and talk about this? That's some real
Content,
shit.
content.
That's some real whole shit. But anyway.
Do she know who the baby daddy is? Sorry.
Okay.
How's your mental health, Corey? How you doing?
Today was a roller coaster day, but it's a good day because I'm here on Hush Your Mouth doing what I love and hanging out with good people who are uplifting my spirits. How was your day, honey?
I had a good day today. It wasn't that bad. Work was regular. I wasn't really
What the hell is regular?
regular. Like
What's regular.
I I didn't have to do nothing extra. I really didn't work for like the last 2 days. I've been chilling, relaxing. Anybody that works with me knows. But yeah, it was okay day today. My mental health is 2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Let's give Lizzie a round of applause for 2 thumbs up on the mental health.
Honey.
Cheers. Cheers.
Product coming soon.
Products coming soon. So today on today's episode, it's called Hoeing 101.
Hoeing 101.
We had a few other names for this episode, honestly. We said yo ho. Ho yo.
Yo.
We were bugging out. We were trying to figure out, what we were gonna name this one.
I like Ho Yo though.
Ho yo.
Ho Yo.
THO.
We gotta come up with a name for Ho yo. What do you
It almost sounds like you're saying hey ho, but
it depends, and if you're saying it with that little accent to it, you really could be speaking somebody's language somewhere. But anyway.
Ayo.
But Hoeing 101, what are we talking about?
We can just jump right into it.
Okay.
What is your definition of a hoe?
Mason, you're a man. You can go first.
Mason. What is your definition of a hoe?
In all honesty, my definition has changed over the years because it's no longer classified as a sex thing. It ain't, women are hoes. I think men are hoes. I think, women are hoes too. And I use the word all over the place. So,
How do you use hoe in a sentence?
Look at that hoe over there.
That hoe over there.
That hoe over there. That thought.
And it's never usually just talking about men. Sometimes, sometimes talk about men. Sometimes talk about women. You know.
That's a solid.
So I'm never, putting it to the traditional or the old, meaning of hoe being, somebody who sells their body or is promiscuous or anything like that. I think that it's just growing to be something bigger now.
But what is it exactly? Like, is it what do you like when you say, look at that hoe over there? What made you say that person was a hoe? So that I'm trying to understand.
I mean, sometimes it's like it's a punk. I'm like, yo, look at that punk. Look at that, it's just somebody that's just not, at the level they should be at. So I would just say that they're just not at the level they should be at.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I think that's a nice way to say it. You're saying it real nicely, basically. You choosing your words wisely.
He did his best.
I'll tell you about my background, why I speak the way I speak.
Well, what is your definition of a hoe, Miss Corby D's?
Well, I have several, but I'm in agreement with Mason. I think that both men and women can both be hoes. Let's just start there. However, I think that you're a hoe when you don't value yourself. That's some hoe shit. Like,
you are a hoe when you don't value
this
yourself.
all goes. Everything ties in. Everything all comes back to the same thing with me. Like, I'm just like this. If you do, sorry. If you are not like on one accord, when I say value yourself, I'm not only talking about like you just giving away your time and your attention and your body for free to several different people, but also when you're not true to yourself, you're not valuing stuff. Like if you being a hoe because other people being hoes, that's not real. If you being a hoe because you think it's like the cool thing to do, that's not real. I feel like too many people in a space or period of time can be some whole shit, but it depends on if you do it with some type of sense of class. If I think you can do shit like that with some type of sense of class. I don't know.
What specifically is whole shit?
Whole shit is like I just said it, dealing with multiple people at one time, but without class, or not valuing yourself. Giving away your time, your energy, and your body for free.
Make sure.
I look at it differently.
Corey D.
That's your definition. All right.
All right. So my definition of a hoe is, I think I got a couple definitions, but I think the one I stick to the most is somebody who runs through the whole team, the fam, the friends.
Oh, they don't have no boundaries.
There's no boundary. That's a
team player. Knock that shit out the park. It's the baseball.
That's the kind of person that keeps morale up. They keep morale up.
Somebody that runs through the team, like niggas could sit around and they could have a conversation about your box or females, whatever. Dudes do it too, but I feel like it's more of a thing when women do it. But yeah, somebody that runs through the team. I know people who have slept with the whole fam. Like,
but see, I know people who have purposely slept with people in the team, but they don't give a fuck. But like I know people who be like, yeah, no, like I would sleep with his dad. Don't give a fuck. Like I'm sleeping with his dad. Don't care. I fucked his brother. I don't care.
But that's what I would consider.
But I think that there's a way that you can do it.
I don't think you should do it. I think there needs to be boundaries, ladies and gentlemen. It needs to be boundaries.
But who are we to say?
We ain't at that question yet.
Oh, okay. I don't know. But I mean, like,
that's my definition.
So what if I told you that I slept with friends and brothers before?
That was some whole shit in my eyes.
No.
That's because
I'm not saying it.
Like, I would call it spade a spade. That's some whole shit.
Wait a minute.
You fucked the bros and you fucked the fam and you did more than one of them. I mean, that's some whole shit in Lizzie Baby's eyes. I'm sorry.
I think.
All right, hold on, because I know women who have passed on men. Does that make that man a hoe?
Passed on the men to who?
They
to other women.
Yeah,
I think that's some whole shit.
No, that's not.
Who's the hoe? Who's the hoe?
He's the hoe.
He's the hoe, but he's being passed around.
He's being passed around. He's allowing himself to be passed around like a blunt, so he's a hoe.
No.
Yes.
He's doing a solid for his friend. She asked him.
She might be doing a solid for hers. Like, No.
Helping the community out.
Like, right.
Community service.
Community service. What is she talking about? No.
They asked me my definition and then they want to badger me.
We're not badgering you, Mr. Depends. No, I think that.
And don't depend. You sleep with the fam, you sleep with the bros, you a hoe.
Well, maybe you just had a whole moment.
Everybody
had a whole moment.
Oh man, y'all kind of touched on this already though. But the next question we got is: are women only hoes, or can men be hoes as well?
I think men can definitely be hoes, like women can be hoes, and yeah, people could just be hoes. But I mean, everybody's definition of hoe is different. We need to go back and figure out what was the Urban Dictionary's definition of a hoe, because they're epic for the fucking definition, and I did look it up. However, don't got it on the screen.
But we can get it on the screen.
But we can not what you putting in there.
I'm not putting it up there. But we can look up the word hoe. I asked somebody today what was a definition of a hoe, because I always have conversations about what we're gonna talk about today or whatever day, and she said a hoe is a garden tool.
That is what a hoe is.
And when you look it up, look, it's a long-handed garden tool with a thin metal blade.
No, I said,
and this is the slang one.
No, the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, you want to look up in the Urban Dictionary?
It's right there.
It says, oh, wait, look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
A person, male or female, who uses their looks and charms to manipulate their partner to gain material, sex, money, or clout. A hoe does not love their partners in the minute. Partner in the minute someone with better looks, money, or clout comes along, they abandon their previous partner, and the cycle continues. Yeah, I went to public school, so don't mind my slow reading.
Shout outs to the public schools.
Shout outs to the public schools in New York City.
No, but honestly, I think that a man being a hoe is often overlooked. Like you will hear things like, "Oh, boys will be boys," or their whole shit gets applauded for, or it used to anyway. I mean,
I think
like people expect their sons, or well, no, not I don't want to talk about people's kids, but everybody's somebody's kid. So I mean, people like men are expected to sleep with multiple women at some point in time in their life.
I don't like the word expected.
To sleep with multiple women at some point in time in their life.
I feel like men feel like they need to do that. I don't think it's expected because
I'm saying, okay, so like you have a man and you go tell, like you have a conversation with his mom. This man has cheated on you multiple times. She's just going to tell you, oh, he's a man, he's going through something. Then maybe some people in some real ghetto place somewhere. This is the things that are happening.
She said it's some real.
I think that's changed though. Over time, I think that's changed. Over time, it's become something totally different. I don't think it's as normal as it once was. So I don't think moms are encouraging their kids to be, or their boys to be more promiscuous. I don't think that society's really doing it as much. You rewind 10 years ago, we talk about like music and stuff like that. Like the music was a little bit more geared towards men being promiscuous. Now I think it's geared towards women. I think it's because
I feel like women decided to be who people were saying that they were, and it's okay. It's called.
Was this a community board meeting? Like, how did y'all decide that? We decided. How did that happen?
She said we are who we are, and y'all are gonna accept it.
Accept us. Like, what are y'all talking about?
The same way y'all been.
I think women are expected because when most people think of hoes, they think of women. They don't necessarily think of men, and I think that that's because they feel like women supposed to keep their pussies virtuous. No, I don't want a virtuous pussy. I want an explored pussy.
I wouldn't go that far to be like I want to explore pussy. I wouldn't say that.
Edit that out. She did not say that. She's having a long day today, guys. She's just saying whatever comes to her mind. No,
I'm not. You don't understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
Let's use the word experienced.
No.
she wanted to live
Experience.
life.
No, seriously though. I think it's important for women to have a whole phase in their life. Yes.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think that a whole phase is a requirement. I think that nowadays we're talking about it like it should happen and it's a necessity, but I don't think a whole phase is required for you to be a good woman or, you know,
Okay,
a
so
qualified
now,
wife or whatever the case may be.
so you. Yo, Mason, what is happening?
I don't know. I'm feeling good tonight, I guess.
What is in here? What she got in her cup? I need mine. Bruh. I just cannot.
All right, listen. Hear me out. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. So, a woman has never really went and explored. She's sitting on the church pews.
Oh, those are the worst ones.
Church pews with her family, whatever. And this man that she's waiting for her man, right? He's a whole nigga. He's gonna come back from exploring. And she's inexperienced, but she's a good woman. Her pussy's virtuous as fuck. Now they get together. He's happy with her. They're living life. They having some kids. They paying some bills. He then gets bored with her and her inexperienced ass pussy. Now he's cheating. Church girls are the worst. That's horrible.
Said by me.
So are you saying if you don't go through a whole phase, you're not experienced, you can't?
Let's do a test real quick. Miss Lizzie, baby, were you raised in the church, kind of, sort of, in the religious world?
No, yes, I was. Miss Courtney, where we going with this?
Okay. So, and I love you, but I just want to let's get this together. So, would you say?
Where is this going?
Would you say that you have a virtuous pussy or an inexperienced pussy?
I'd rather
be both.
I've been grilled enough experience over here.
Okay, so it's experienced yet virtuous.
What do you mean by virtuous? I'm trying to understand. What do you mean by virtuous?
Can we get the definition of virtuous?
Look up the word virtuous. I need to know exactly what.
Get out of Urban Dictionary.
Because I want to make sure I answer this properly, especially because we on the line. I don't know. I might say yes to the wrong thing.
I mean, you know,
I feel like I'm experienced. I may not be as experienced as other people, but I'm experienced enough to keep somebody.
And they
keep somebody.
Well, that was her, because that was her definition. She was basically saying women who are virtuous really become boring because they're not experienced. Is that what you were saying, right, Miss Corey?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just saying.
Virtuous, having or showing high moral standards.
Like the Bible.
Oh, no, this ain't no,
Like
Jesus
the
box.
Bible.
Jesus box.
Not the Jesus box.
Or not.
It's not the Jesus box.
It's not the Jesus
Not
box.
the Jesus box. But it ain't the devil either, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, would you say that you have been cheated on? And we've all been probably cheated on, but I'm just saying. Or did you?
I'm trying to understand.
Were you in a situation where things were boring at some point, and you guys needed to go explore other things?
I don't want to say it was.
Well, because we had this conversation on the previous live before, so I'm
yeah, I don't want to say it was boring, but
not for you, but he needed to add.
I don't feel like it was because it was boring. Now you got me worried. Should I ask? What the fuck, bitch? Wait, y'all do it. He said he's about to turn this other shit because I'm about to be like, wait, was that boring?
No, but you just need.
You were boring? Oh boy.
Was that boring? I don't feel like it was boring. But yes,
apparently, did he feel like you were boring?
I don't know. Now I
Because
might
look.
have to ask because
that's
we
so
did
bad.
add people to the mix. But I felt like that was just because, we had a interest that we both was interested in. We just like,
but then you also said in a previous episode that it became a thing that he wanted to do
often,
more often than you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just an assumption. This is just from my storyline thing that I'm just making up here. So could it be assumed that your virtuous yet non-virtuous pussy wasn't enough after 8 years?
Wow. My face crack. Maybe. I don't know.
Moving along, guys.
Bruh. I don't know. Maybe I would have to ask that.
No, that's a question that you should ask.
I never asked that question because in my eyes it was really more so like we both had a thing that we liked, and then I was like,
Yeah, but how many tricks can you keep coming up with the same person?
Yeah, you're right, but
you didn't learn these tricks before.
This is a part of my experiences, though.
But you learned these because you had new people who were added into the situation. So now you learned some shit from the people.
I can agree.
Who's the hoe in that situation?
Who is he's the hoe?
Is he the hoe? Because he's getting 2 to 1.
Oh, is a threesome some hoe shit?
Is that some hoe shit?
The hoe is the person that's added, depending on how the situation comes about.
Okay, but is a threesome?
It depends. So I don't think so.
I was about to say, but a
I don't
threesome
think threesomes are necessarily hoe shit. I think that's just some like live life, explore
what
shit.
If you have like multiple threesomes?
Now orgies, I just think is a.
Can you hoe as a couple? Are you a couple of hoes?
Couple of hoes.
Like you hoeing as a couple? If you have multiple situations where you were sleeping with different people, does that make both of you guys a hoe? Because y'all both doing it. Y'all both there.
These are questions
based on your definition. This wasn't.
Yeah, y'all didn't know that y'all was going to spin out like that. Y'all ain't know.
I ain't know.
Fuck y'all hoes.
I wasn't ready.
It was the non-virtuous pussy for me.
So, I mean, I think in a nutshell, women and men are hoes. Because you can find an inexperienced man who just decided to not have his whole phase as a man. And now you just got an inexperienced man that you got to teach everything.
So do you feel like to be in a long relationship, you have to be experienced in the sex field?
I think absolutely you need to be experienced in the sex field because you need to be able to keep it spicy.
So wait a minute.
There's so many things the internet can teach you, YouTube can teach you. You have to be. You have
Pornhub. There's other resources.
Like what? Like
I said Pornhub. There's other resources where you can.
You're going to learn from Pornhub.
Are we? Is that who we're?
We're in a virtual reality at this point, as far as people just they're learning online. Kids are going to school online. Why can't you learn?
My kids learning from Pornhub.
Oh, not your kid. Where
I'm just saying. You've been thinking about.
I just said people are learning online nowadays. Wait, I didn't say anything about your kids.
You start learning online. I was like, my kids.
No. I said, as a couple, can you watch porn and be like, hey, we want to try that? That's learning, right?
You can try that, but it's not the same thing as like learning it in the moment.
So when you're learning,
experience it as a person.
When you're learning in the moment, somebody knows more than the other, right?
Yes.
No.
Because how you gonna know? How are you gonna know to do a certain move? How am I know to put your right leg on my right shoulder?
Somebody has to know to put that leg up there.
Exactly. So somebody's more experienced than the other. So in those situations, like somebody's going to be ahead of the other person.
Yes.
So is that wrong? Is that some whole shit? Should you look at your partner different if they know a move that you didn't know?
No, I wouldn't say that. No.
Where they find out that move at. Wouldn't you be suspicious if your significant other come home and all of a sudden
he come home with some new shit? He don't learn that shit somewhere else. That's my opinion. But I feel like
always gonna be
that's why I can't wait for us to have a cheating conversation about straight cheating, because there are signs And that, in my eyes, is one of them. You come home doing some different move that you ain't never did before. I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you see her do the move?
But the answer's always gonna be I watched it on the last episode of Debbie Does Dallas or whatever the shit is. I'm aged right now.
We just
I don't know
asked
what the new porns are. What's the
didn't
new
do it
porn names?
You didn't do
Who's
it
the
yesterday.
new porn names? I don't
I don't
know. What name you say? I still like Roxy Reynolds, so I don't know. She's old.
I can't tell you.
Shout out to Roxy Reynolds.
We gonna leave that alone. But we're gonna go to the next question. Can you turn?
We shouting out our favorite porn star.
Can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Ooh.
Absolutely. I'm a living testimony. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. Whew.
Tell me more.
So how do you do that though? Is there like steps to turn a hoe into a housewife?
We would have to ask the side panel.
Side panel.
But
You got to start from beginning.
no, I honestly, I call myself the wholesome hoe on Instagram, and that's something else that I'm working on. It's really basically, for me, I like whole shit.
What's whole shit? We still ain't described what
You ain't get the whole
We
shit.
all over the place with what
I like
whole
whole shit. I like to be sometimes in the mix.
What's
That
in the
could be
mix?
some whole shit.
What are we talking about? Let's get right to it.
Let's
not
talk
sugarcoat
about
it for our audience. Right to it.
what is whole shit?
What's whole shit?
All the stuff that I like to do. You guys don't understand.
What do you feel like whole shit is?
Side panel. You want to help me out?
Side panel. How do you describe whole shit?
How do you describe whole shit, side panel?
She said it. The shit she like, be in the mix,
Be in the mix.
twerk, be outside,
Twerk. Be outside.
catch,
Catch. Be outside.
I don't be
You gotta say be outside more than once. Be outside.
be outside in the mix.
being outside in the mix, just being
Doing whatever with whoever, whenever, however.
No. You took it too far.
Look.
I don't agree with that.
You took it too far.
I don't know.
She took it too far.
Damn, what the hell?
So I don't think that's whole shit. Like I like to go out. I like to have nice dinners. I like to go to like lounge.
Not that type of go outside.
No, be outside.
outside.
When you say go outside, side panel, what do you mean? Be a little more specific for the audience so they can understand.
Let's set my
When you
turn.
say be outside.
If I wasn't okay, like I can speak from the aspect if I wasn't in a relationship. The things that I would do if I wasn't in a relationship so that's the way that I can describe whole shit. Is that cool?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I wasn't in a relationship, I would have a lineup of a starting 5 or 7 or 10. Depends on what my roster wants to look like for that time, mom. Now, I may not be fucking all of them or any of them for that matter. However, they would be in a heavy rotation. We would be going out. Like I would be going to meet this one here for dinner at 2:00, and then be meeting this one for drinks at 7. I don't know. It's like so that's considered for some as whole shit. It's juggling the way that a man would juggle. I would be doing what men do. I would be doing what men do in my eyes.
You know what that whole I do what men do, that shit is so outdated and overrated. It's crazy. It's like
what you want to do.
No. I think
my intention is not to do it because a man is doing it. My intention is to do it because I want to do
So
it.
then you don't say I do it.
But I'm saying I can compare it to I doing what guys would be considered supposed to be doing as normal. Like you understand?
The majority of guys do that.
Yes.
I don't think the majority of guys that you may know don't. You don't think that guys juggle?
I seen somebody juggle 7 bitches in 1 week.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
know
have
why? I speak from my experience. In my experience, I'm a little expensive. So for me, like if I'm dating you, I'd want to go out to eat. I want to do things that cost some sort of money. And for me to do that for several people, that shit runs up the tab. So for me, that's not something that I want to do either. Yeah, I may enjoy hanging out with one particular person and all that stuff. That's
More
not.
than
That's not.
other. You didn't have no situation where you like this one to go and hang out with and eat and drink with, but you like this one because she got the better cuddles or she got the better top or whatever the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
Like,
but isn't that the same way you hang out with your friends? Like I have one friend that I have friends that I could go to the strip club with, right? Boom. Those are strip club friends. I've got other friends that we could go, to the studio with. Like, okay, those are my studio friends. I got friends that, we're gonna go out to a steakhouse. Those are steakhouse friends. Like we gonna meet up for lunch and go to a steakhouse. That's a steakhouse friends. Those are friends, different friends. I have girls that are cool that, if I want to try a new restaurant or whatever the case may be, I'm going to hit them up and we're going to try this new restaurant. There's a couple that I want to try out right now, but, that's besides the point. But I'm going to try out a new restaurant with that. That's a friend, though. So those are all friends. Those are all friendships. That's how I treat my friends.
No, I think when these are not friendship relationships. And that's
what makes them not friendship relationships?
Because when someone wants to be more than your friend, or when you want to be more than someone's friend with someone, or when you are having certain acts that don't deem friendship.
What are those acts that we were speaking of?
Oh, y'all kissing? Oh, y'all touching? Oh, y'all groping? Oh, y'all fucking? Oh, y'all sucking?
All right, so
Yeah.
as women, do y'all go to the bathroom together?
Not everybody, but some people.
I'm just saying, in general.
Go to the bathroom together.
Y'all go to the bathroom together. Have y'all ever smacked each other's ass?
This is very
All right, so here's why I asked. I'm gonna take y'all out of the equation. I know girls that are friends with other girls that'll smack each other's ass, be like, "Damn, girl, your ass is fat." Bam. Nothing to it. I don't think nothing of it. I just think they're just being extra, especially if that girl's ass is really fat, really, really fat.
Okay, really fat.
Yeah, so that'll be a thing. I don't really think much of it. Girls go to the bathroom together. Girls be like, "Damn, you fine." Like, especially girls who are, familiar with each other. They have no problem saying, "Damn, your titties are sitting today." Some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Is that some weird shit? Is that some shit that's not friendly?
No, I don't think so. I think it depends on the friends because sometimes if I only knew you for a little bit of time and you decide, like, if I'm out with my friends, like, and I'm lit and I'm drinking, 9 times out of 10 I'm in the bathroom with them. That's just what bitches do. But if I only know you for a certain amount of time and you touching on my ass, yeah, that's some weird shit. Don't touch me, bitch.
Okay, but we're talking about whole shit. We're talking about how I'm trying to figure out. See, my stuff made sense, Mason. I'm trying to figure out how you are tying this into.
What I'm saying is that you were saying that there's whole shit when you have a roster. I'm saying we segment our lives by our friends. I have my work friends. I have my hangout friends. I have different friends.
Yeah,
so the same way you segment your dating. So you're just segmenting your dating. So I don't think that that's necessarily whole shit if you're segmenting your dating.
What was your definition of whole shit again?
Somebody treating themselves less than they are.
Less than they are. Okay. Yeah, doing things that you don't want to do, right? Like, if you want to go,
you want to do all the shit you're saying. So is that whole shit or just shit you want to do?
No, that's shit that I like to do, but it's considered as whole shit.
By who?
Society.
Point me in the direction of society so we can have a talk with him.
So society has defined hoes.
Duh, did you see the Urban Dictionary? They had 17 different lists for what whole shit is according to them.
So the overall question was, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Back to that question. Do you feel like we could turn a hoe into a housewife? Yes. Mason, do you feel like you can turn a hoe into a housewife?
I think there's a lot of retired hoes out there. Something happens after the strip club and you age out of the strip club. Like
but because you were in the strip club, you're a hoe? Turn out this shit.
This is my example. What's wrong with the strip club?
Friend.
What you say?
What's wrong with the strip club?
No, wait. You said
so is the strip club a hoe?
Who said that? All I said is sometimes you age out of the strip club. So
you use that figuratively.
Yeah, like
okay. We're just clarifying real quick because
wait. Are we offended by that?
I'm not offended.
I'm not offended either. I wanted to clarify what you were saying before
I respect strippers. I respect the profession. I
The
respect
craft, the
the
art.
craft.
Would you
I
consider
respect the
being a
art.
stripper
I
some whole
respect. What happened?
Would you consider being a stripper some whole shit?
It depends on how far
Would
you
you
go
date
with
a
that
stripper?
stripping. Would I be a stripper?
Would you date a stripper? And would you be a
Would you
stripper
be
at
a
this point? So you giving up that.
That's a hard life. It's a hard life.
And you
No,
not
I
even
would.
giving up the information, Mason.
So I've dated strippers. Like
How was that?
weird
Why?
because like it wasn't so much what they were doing because if you don't see it, you're not really like entrenched in it. So you're not really thinking about it to that degree. So it doesn't bother you on that degree. Where it does bother you is probably the extra stuff. Like, are they doing extra stuff? Are they giving out their phone number? Are they, is people texting her like at 3? The same shit that would bother a normal relationship. The profession itself, the part where it gets sticky is when you go out in public and they recognize it and it's like, hey, what's up, Lexus or Porsche? Or I don't know. I think it's all car names. It's not always all car names, but I think that's when it becomes, uncomfortable when somebody's like, or your homeboy is like, yo, I saw a Lexus the other night.
Like this whole name.
So
Sorry, guys.
every car name is Toyota, all them bitches.
Toyota? Name yourself Hoopty at that point.
I don't know. Something with the wordplay with toy. Something with that. I don't know.
I never met no strippers named Toyota.
Me neither. I'm just trying to keep it
I'm like,
Toyota. Porsche. I met a Porsche. I definitely met a Lexus.
there's definitely a Porsche.
Mercedes.
I met Candy.
Babies. There's
Candy.
candy.
There's always a Candy.
Ebony.
Ebony. That's always a dark skinned girl. I'll be like, yo.
With the lime green outfit. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to you, Ebony. Shout out to you.
Shout out
Right
to Ebony.
Is it possible?
But in real talk, like some strippers are some of the funniest people I've ever been around. Like, talk about fun girls.
Fun, and not just fun. They actually don't. They're not like less than. You know what I mean? People view them as hoes and see them as less than because they're in a strip club. They're not. You can actually have a good conversation with some.
I've had many.
And they actually can give you insight on things that you probably never know, things that you don't even think about because they're just in a world that's vast.
All right, let me give a tip to the guys. Guys, when you go to the strip club,
Have your fucking money.
What happened?
The first tip is to make sure you come with money.
Oh no, that's guaranteed.
No, it's
That's
not.
the whole thing. Apparently now there's this thing going on where dudes is running into strip clubs with no money. So this is a whole different thing. We still talking about hoes, but it makes no sense for you to go into a club with no money. Stay home.
There's no point for you to go to a strip
There's
club.
no point for you to go to the strip club.
I'm going to be there. I'm coming here just to chill.
It's a fair exchange. A fair exchange is never a robbery.
Fair exchange, no robbery. You know.
Exactly. I'm paying you for your time, and you're doing what you do. I'll go for me. For me, I don't like lap dances, so I'm never getting a lap dance. I think it's a waste of money. I think it is the biggest ripoff ever. I'd rather talk to you. I'd rather us do whatever, but it's never going to be a lap dance.
Nathan.
I'm going to say whatever. Depends on how strong your game is. Whatever.
What?
But the tip for you guys is it's a great way to find out everything you ever need to find out about women. Just ask a stripper. She'll tell you. No reason for her not to tell you. You having some sort of situation with a girlfriend and you don't understand what's going on, stripper is the best therapist in the world.
That therapist.
They'll be like, nah, this bitch is playing you. Nah, she got another dude. Like, nah, she taking this long to text you back? Nah, this is what's going on. I've been put on by strippers and they be on point.
Teach me the game, Ghost. So do you think that you could turn a hoe into a housewife? Because everybody put this on me, and I sat here and I listened to, and
I think
I answered.
it's possible. I think if you meet somebody and you're a hoe and you just so happen to like them, you might be willing to make certain changes to not be a hoe no more if you're trying to be somebody's wife.
You know some hoes that
I know a lot of hoes
with the marriage though.
I know a lot of hoes. I know some hoes that are wives now, no longer hoes. I know some hoes that are wives now and they still hoes. Stay out there. I know a little bit of both. I ain't gonna shout y'all out, but shout outs to y'all. I mean, I wish y'all all the best. Don't get caught up. Don't catch none. Don't come home with no babies. But I think it's possible. I definitely think anything is possible. I always wondered how though. Like, how do you turn a hoe into a house?
I was gonna ask you that, Lizzie. Since you've had so many friends, or you know so many former hoes, I wanted to know what the process was for converting a hoe into a housewife. Say I see some hoe that I wanna take her home and clean her up. How do I start that process?
Well, I can speak on one of my friends. She was definitely a little bit of a hoe.
A little bit of a hoe?
A little bit of a hoe. I don't like to just say such the first, but this is me being nice. My friend was a little bit of a hoe, and she met somebody that accepted her for who she is and loved her enough to make her change.
Who she is, or who did they think that they were?
No, who she is. She was upfront. She's not a liar. She's not going to be like, oh, no, I was never like that. This is my first time. I've never done this. No, she wasn't one of those. She definitely kept it all the way 100 with him. And they about to get married. And she's not home no more. She's a wife. She goes home after work. She cleans. She cooks. Yeah. Somebody's wife now. So
what made it? Okay, well, shout outs to you. Congrats to you. But what made
you know who you are out there?
What made her a hoe? She said that she was a hoe because she would just do whatever, whenever, with whoever, and however she felt. It didn't matter how nobody thought about it. If she felt like sleeping with 2 people today, she was going to sleep with 2 people today because that's how she was feeling.
Yeah, but that's okay.
But society's definition of a hoe.
So who told her?
Society's
we should have the
definition of a
society
hoe.
echo with our sound effects.
Society's definition of a hoe. She was considered a hoe, so she considers herself a hoe. She's okay with being a hoe, though. She was okay with it. She was cool in her skin. Yup, I'm a hoe, so what? I fund myself. I take care of me. I'm good. I don't got AIDS. I don't got STDs. I'm a good hoe. So,
because I believe that whatever you do, just be the best at it.
Yes.
I'm not
Shout out to those.
But I'm just saying.
Shout out to the best hoes they can
be. Say for somebody that we need to accept these women out here that are out here being hoes and glorify them and uplift them and let them be who the fuck they are. Yeah.
I agree.
Listen.
I agree. I think everybody should be who they are. I think you should be comfortable. If you're comfortable sleeping with 6 people, you should go ahead and sleep with 6 people. Whatever makes you comfortable.
Happens,
but like
only affects y'all. I'm not affected by it.
Exactly. But that's just how I feel in general. Like I feel like your body is up to you. If that's what you want to do, it's really up to you. That's your choice. And
so
it shouldn't be judged because of that. Like that's not gonna change my opinion of you as a person.
Mm-hmm. So is your body a temple?
Your body is a temple, but how you take care of your temple is up to you. Mm-hmm. If you want to have clean floors, you're going to have clean floors. If you want some newspapers over here and over there, that's fine. You want to move these boxes from this floor to that one? That is your temple.
That's it. Yeah, pretty much.
Listen. So I got a next question for y'all. My next question is, can you be a hoe by association?
No, is it possible for a hoe to be faithful?
We're going to go back to that.
Oh, you was jumping around.
I jumped around.
Birds of a feather.
Can you be a hoe by association?
Birds of a feather.
Birds of a feather.
He's just saying that goes with the question.
But that's really what niggas be saying, though. Just because my friend is a hoe.
On YouTube, we got to edit that out.
That's what men and some people who are not educated be saying. They be saying, like,
how is that not educated? It's actually scientific fact. You see pigeons with pigeons. You see eagles with eagles. You see that's a scientific fact. What are you talking about? Not educated.
I'm a hoe too. I got
birds be together.
Okay, so I can speak from that aspect. I have hoe friends, and I am not a hoe.
Okay, well, I will say, I see. Hello, how are you? I will say, just because she's doing some whole shit over there, like if she wants to go give her box away free, doesn't mean that I'm giving my box away for free.
Period.
So that's some whole shit. And
I'll go with you to do the whole shit, but I'm not doing the whole shit.
Yeah. I will
support you, friend.
Oh, you have supported me so many times.
I'm not clapping and I'm not supporting you.
Shit. I'm gonna hold your back. Got you. I got your phone And if anything happens that shouldn't happen, I got your back.
God, that's your God. We need those floors, please.
So you go into the hotel and sitting in the lobby.
I'm sitting though, bitch. I'm
No,
in the room. I'm in the room.
Oh, you in the room. So you watching. You just.
I'm not watching shit. I'm gonna put the fucking couch by the door. But I'm in there though, because if some shit pop off, I need to be in the room. Oh, nigga, you dumb.
How big is this room? Like, put the couch down with the not watching. It's a suite.
Nah, I'm in here though. Like, I'm that friend. I'll go with you to do the whole shit, but I'm not doing the whole shit with you though.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe what?
I don't believe
I don't
you.
believe you.
She don't believe you.
You don't believe me.
I believe that you're gonna go, right? But here's a scenario. I'm gonna switch it up for you. Now, normally there's always a friend, right? There's always a friend. So the friend's job is to entertain the other friend. We a team, right? You guys are team. Exactly. You guys a team.
Mm-hmm.
So you gonna bring your friend. I'm gonna bring my friend too. That's
Yeah,
usually
bring
the
your
whole
friend.
thing
You gonna
about
sit
bringing
there.
friends.
And he
Just
gonna look
because
at
your friend
No,
comes.
hold on.
Oh, go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, because I done been in plenty situations with plenty friends where I went with her to do the whole shit, and he thought he was gonna have some nigga or whoever the fuck's in there. Hey, how you doing? Oh, don't touch me. Do I know you? Do you know me? Oh no, you're too friendly. Now, if you want to have a conversation, we can have a conversation, but I'm not about to fuck you.
Right.
No. Just because my friend.
So what if you start vibing with that conversation? What if homeboy has some game?
No.
What's the game?
What's the game? The game is game. Like what do you mean? What's the game?
No.
The game is the way he talks to her. That's
You can
game.
talk to me tonight. You might get my number, maybe the number, maybe the Facebook or the Instagram. Don't really know.
So
Depends on how the conversation goes. We might see each other,
But that's
again.
not whole shit. That's an acquaintance now.
I
Now
don't
you're
know
an
you,
acquaintance.
and a lot of the times, since we're talking about this, it be a cute guy that my friend go to do some whole shit with, and the fucking nigga he brings me ugly as shit.
That man. Now,
I mean, I'm sorry with the nigga. I gotta stop saying nigga.
She gotta
I'm
take
sorry.
nigga out of her vocabulary.
Say
We
my
don't want to be on
vocabulary.
It's not
the.
gonna be suitable for kids.
All right.
Oh no, we don't want this for kids.
Let
Our
me
show is not for kids.
re-say it so y'all can take that part out. So, when you go somewhere with your friend and do some whole shit, right? And he brings a friend for you, 9 times out of 10, the friend is hit. Like, why did you even?
We think the same thing about y'all. When y'all bring your friend, we be like, yo, your friend is hit. It's always like, you never seen those memes? I'm gonna send you one of those memes before. Homeboy is in the back seat with the girl, and she's like, let's go, and he's like, nah.
I'm not worried, but there's some hit friends out there. You
I'm
said
just
you never
saying.
had a hit friend. You passed the hit friend off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't no.
Like, damn, that's your
your friend?
You ain't got no cousins.
You came outside with her, but that's how we be feeling about these men. Excuse me. You came outside with him. You feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable taking him to the bar, don't bring him on your whole shit you got going on.
But that man might not have whole shit going on with homegirl. He just wants to link homegirl, and she was with you. So now she got to tag you along, and he got to tag along somebody to come with you, so that you can
If
be
you
comfortable.
would not hook that
It
man
can
up with your sister, don't try to hook him up with nobody else.
Okay, Lizzie
If
baby.
you know your sister,
Fuck that.
I ain't talking to him.
I ain't bringing nobody.
Don't bring nobody.
I ain't bringing nobody.
Not
Me, y'all.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
no,
I mean,
we grown, but you know, I just feel like they be bringing the ugly ones. Like leave the ugly. This goes for both sex. Leave the ugly friend at home. Ladies, if you're going to do some whole shit, leave your ugly friend at home. Men, if you are going out here to do some shit with your women's, leave the ugly friend at home.
I think girls do that purposefully, though.
what, bring
Right.
their ugly friend?
Yeah.
I never took my ugly
No.
Let me tell you why. They
ugly.
Like, maybe my friends is just ugly. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I just got ugly friends. And that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
I see the beauty in them.
Mm,
I
yeah.
had a lot of friends that other people thought was ugly, and I thought that they were beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely have that. I don't think any of my friends are ugly.
Listen,
I'm pretty sure everybody is.
beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But I'm just saying, sometimes I've been in scenarios where I'm like, bring a friend, and the friend they bring, I'm be like, this is who you bring? I seen your other friends. Like, I know your other. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me pick the friend you gonna bring.
Next thing you gotta use the hand. Like,
I know your friends. I seen them. I've seen you out. I know who. This is who you bring. I ain't never see this bitch. Let me stop.
Be down for the team though. That's true.
I be thinking this is sabotage.
You don't have to read them because Mason has a way to bring them up on the screen, right?
Yep.
So let's just tap into our comments. Brittany Antoinette.
The ugly be down for the team though. That's true too.
They riding out with the wheels so the wheels fall off.
Oh yeah, they that's true. The ugly friend be down. Ugly friend be. I guess that's the logic behind it because I know I've seen
You
the
gotta
prettier
bring
friends.
who you know is going to be able to be suitable for the moment and for the occasion. You know which one of your friends is going to be able to be a go, and you know which ones is going to be able to be a hoe in the moment. You gotta know.
Y'all don't know no pretty girls that be down. I know a lot of pretty girls that be down.
See, the pretty girls is a little
They
bit
gonna play for a
different.
few minutes though.
The pretty girls is a little bit different. Every type of girl requires something different. There's different types of women out there, and this goes back to whole shit and Hoeing 101. There's different women with different standards.
Agreed.
Y'all know the ones with low standards. Let me tell you something. Y'all as women know your friends. Y'all know your women's with a low standard. That's a bad way to say it. But y'all know y'all friends that are down for the get down, and they be pretty too. So y'all know. Y'all be putting guys on. Y'all be like, you know what? Especially, here's my thing. I love to have pretty friends, like girls that I have no interest in fucking, but they're my friends because they are the best wingmen ever. They will put you on to everything. I've had bartenders that have been my friends that will put me on to the whole entire like clique of women. She be like, oh, okay, the ones at the end, they with it. I'll be like, who? All right, and then she takes care of the rest, brings them drinks, the whole nine, sets me up like a king. I don't gotta do nothing. Pretty as hell. Hang out, we go to dinner, whatever the case may be. But she's the ultimate wingman. How dope is that?
No, there are some girls that's like that. That's fine.
There's a lot of them.
I've definitely been places where I'm like, oh, now we're about to get these drinks from these men. Me and my significant other, me and my bros, don't even matter.
Listen,
Definitely doing it.
I have no problem paying for drinks.
Look, it's me and my significant other. He's buying me and my brother drinks. Whole shit. But we like that.
So is that some whole shit? Buying drinks or getting drinks bought for you?
Oh, you want to buy me a drink? Can you buy me a drink for me and my brother?
Well, I have a requirement. If I'm out and you want to buy me a drink, if I'm with people, you must buy them drinks too. How dare you? That's rude.
I'm here to attest to that. I'd be like, where does
That's rude.
That dude over there. Oh, okay. Drink.
Listen, I've had situations. Well, first of all, with me, I hang out in certain places. So at some point in time, I like to develop some sort of rapport with my bartender and staff at the places.
Are you talking to bartenders, Mason?
No.
Have you been a place that you frequented a lot and then ended up fucking the bartender?
No, because I don't fuck up my hookups. Like you gotta have control. Let me tell you something. First of all, a bartender is somebody you need. Do you know how important a good bartender is?
Okay.
Extremely important. That bartender, put that one bartender to the side. That one bartender is gonna get you 10 times more pussy. Ask me how.
How?
Oh, that bartender knows everybody that's at the bar. She's bartending for that whole entire bar, so she knows everybody, every group, every whatever. She knows who's single, who's not. She knows who's waiting for whoever. She's got the inside scoop.
Okay. So
and she's gonna give you free drinks. Why would I fuck that up just to fuck her?
Okay.
That's my logic. I am one. Why that works for me is because I do it and everyone else doesn't. So if everybody else started doing that, I'd be fucked. But because they don't, I'm able to do that. And that doesn't make me a hoe because I'm buying somebody a drink.
Mason, did you discuss whether or not you thought that you can be a hoe by association? We talked about.
I said, quote, birds of a feather flock together.
Oh, so you believe that you can be a hoe by association?
Yes.
Okay. And you believe
But I believe you're not.
and I don't believe that you are.
I have hoe friends and I'm not a hoe.
Yeah, like
There's levels to this.
it's levels to
I'm
this.
still not a hoe. The next question is can a hoe is it possible for a hoe to be faithful?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Is this during or after the whole phase?
After the whole phase, yes, I believe.
I mean, it's probably possible, but I feel like that's just like hard. There's no way in the world you go from fucking 7 niggas a week to just.
Why do you have to be fucking 7 niggas?
That's me just throwing a
Maybe
scenario
8.
out there. It's just no way in the world you can tell me that you was a hoe last week and now you're in a relationship and you love this person and you are never ever going to cheat again. It's possible, but is it realistic?
I think it's realistic. Absolutely realistic. Like,
I mean, I've seen it happen. I'm not saying that I have never seen it happen, but I'm just saying.
I think that once you go through your whole phase, you kind of know what's out there. You're kind of a little bit experienced, you know, and such. And then, you know, once you become in a relationship that you feel like is worthy of you settling down, what's the reason to cheat? You already seen what was out there. You lived your life, sis. Sit the fuck down. I don't know. That's just me.
Do you think it's possible for her to be faithful?
I absolutely think it's possible.
Mason, do you think it's possible for her to be faithful?
I'm so proud of myself because I'm faithful. I'm proud of myself.
I don't think that's just because you want to be there.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
We'll not say it on the live.
Not because I'm
Side panel.
It's my kneecaps.
Yes. She know what it's hitting for. Nah, I'm just playing.
No, but seriously, look at me, sis. Trying to figure out.
This is just where I sit back.
Yeah.
No. That's a major inside joke. It's my kneecaps. It's my. No, y'all.
I think that hoes or former hoes or hoes that had a really good hoe phase become very insecure, and that puts a lot of different pressures on the relationship. I think when you know how to cheat, everything becomes a cheating thing to you. Like that's how powerful the mind is. So now if homeboy or homegirl is staying late at work, that becomes I remember when I was the side piece to this dude or this girl, and they used to say that they was, you know, staying late at work so that they could come see me. Your mind starts playing tricks on you. It becomes
I can
a problem.
definitely agree with that.
So your mind starts playing tricks on you, and then you start to cheat.
mess up a relationship, or
you start when you think somebody's cheating on you, you become defensive, and you become the person that, you know what, before you do it to me, I'm gonna do it to you, or I am open to getting into a situation that I wouldn't normally get into because I feel like you may be doing something. I don't know that you're doing anything, but I feel like you may be doing something, and that's all in your mind usually. But because you used to be a hoe and you used to be that number one side piece.
Wait a minute. No. See, I feel like the whole phase.
Insecurity.
No, I feel like the whole phase does the exact opposite. It does not breed insecurity.
Ooh, tell me.
No, it does not. It breeds experience.
In your eyes.
In my eyes.
I've seen
that's what breeds insecurity. The experience.
No. Yeah, you could have been first.
But I've seen that happen to people before. They used to be like that, and then
well, because they believe it. Like if you believe in karma, then you know that things come back to you. Like, that's another conversation. But like you think that the things that you put out there have to eventually come back to you. I'm sorry. I seen something. My daughter has on my socks. I'm just trying to figure out why. Sorry, y'all. Okay. You know, I just think that I don't agree.
Tell me why. You just don't agree. Like the experience, you don't think that the experience gives you awareness that you wouldn't normally have if you.
I think that those awarenesses. Okay, I can only speak from a personal standpoint. So from a personal standpoint, life has taught me my best experiences, right? So from a personal standpoint, I've been cheated on. I've done the cheating. I had men that were on some whole shit. I've been on some whole shit. Like, it's just, I've been in that situation. So now I know what to look for and what not to look for. I know what I will accept and what I won't accept. I know what I like and what I don't like. I know what I like physically and what I don't like physically. So on and so forth. So I think that those came from experiences. And stuff like that. So
I don't see how we disagreeing. So I agree with you, and that's why I think that it breeds insecurity.
but I don't think that it breeds insecurity.
That's where y'all disagreeing. Now.
We're
Y'all
disagreeing
agree that it's
on the
experience,
part-
but she's just not agreeing that it creates insecurity. And I think you're speaking from what your own point of view.
I'm speaking from my own point of view, though.
But I've seen it, so I can agree with you as well, Max.
Maxon?
Woo!
Drinking tonight.
Mason. Mason. I definitely can agree with you because I know people who have been in their whole stage and then now in a serious relationship, and because certain things look like stuff that it used to be for them, it's you got to be doing what I used to do because I used to do that, and that's what I used to say, and that's what I used to do. So
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that.
I don't think anything's 100%. Like, everything is not 100%, but I do feel like that's a byproduct of that type of situation. Like, it can happen. Can it
I
happen the
think
other
that
way?
when a
Can it happen the
person
other way?
like
Yeah,
that,
but
there's several different other factors that contribute to that. You're not going to just wake up one day and be like, oh, because this person said that they was working late today or 7 days in the week for a whole week, I don't believe them. No, there was other things that made you think and have those insecurities outside of those
The
things.
fact that you used to do
Yeah,
it.
like there's things that lead up
so
to
let me
that.
give you an example. Cooking. You guys cook, right? You cook?
Yeah. I mean,
All right. So when you're cooking, right, and you know that the stove is too high or too hot, you know to turn it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's based on your experience. You know, do you measure your ingredients as far as how you season your food?
Well,
Nah, you see, you let the ancestors pour, right? That's a part of your experience. So you know, hey, I'm gonna pour this amount, I'm gonna pour that amount. So you know how it's gonna turn out, right? That's the experience portion of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I agree with that. So I totally I'm on your side with that. At the same point in time, right? If it's a new stove and it looks a little too hot to you, you're gonna turn it down, right? If it feels like I'm putting too much seasoning on, you're gonna pull back on the seasoning, right? So you're gonna do all those things based on your experience. It's the same thing. If you feel like, one and two things just don't add up, it could just be a new stove. It could just be a new situation. It could be a new job for that person and they staying late. But in your experience, you know that this is too much. This is too hot. So you start thinking about it. You may not act upon it, but you'll think about it based on your experience. All right, based on somebody who's never cooked before, they just know it's supposed to be 100 and something. They're like, I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna run with it because it looks like it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be, and you're gonna keep moving. But your experience tells you otherwise. So what I'm saying is, based on your experience, you'll start to input some of that into your decision making, good or bad. You can act on it. You may never act on it because I trust this person, but you'll see shit way before. You'll always see shit way before. You'll see some whole shit way before. If you go into a strip club and you a former stripper, you listen to shit differently. Portion to the main stage, you're looking right to the right because that's where the main stage is, right? Me, I don't know where the main stage is. I'm looking around like, where the hell's Portia? Because she got a fat ass. I want to see that ass. I don't know where that ass is because I don't know where the main stage is. I don't know. There's some Portia out there with a fat ass. I keep saying it. I don't know. But all I'm saying is you're going to know what to do based on these situations. So when things line up, and it may not be, because unless you really dig into it, 9 times out of 10 your mind works tricks on you, and that's how that experience could work in the other way.
But
now you as a person controlling yourself, you can, let me ask some questions. I know what I've experienced. I know what I've been through, but let me ask some questions. And that's the maturity in you. But that's not the same for everyone.
That's not the same. Okay. Yes, I
Hey.
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 Oh, Brooklyn always has some good comments.
Can your wholeness be deleted? Once you're a hoe for life.
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Absolutely, your wholeness can be deleted. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Everything expires with time. I got serious. Like, everything
I
has
do not
an
agree.
expiration date.
No. I feel like you can stop being a hoe, but you can't erase the Carfax. You can't erase how many dollars you done had. How many owners that? How many people done drove your car?
First
No.
of all, I don't even count some of the people that are fucking stuck on the Carfax. They was never an owner and they was never a real driver. They did a test drive.
But they was in the back seat. Okay. It's a coal log, a ride log somewhere. We can act like it ain't there. But I don't think it starts over though.
It
No.
starts over.
No.
It
No.
starts over. I think that your wholeness can be deleted.
Who's deleting it?
God.
I know somebody.
Me?
I know somebody, right? She's the bona fide hoe. Shout out to you. You're gonna know I'm talking about you when I say this. Every new year, she erases her wholeness for the year, and she is wholesome, faithful, wholesome. White dress wholesome until she starts her home for the next year. So she feels like her wholeness is deleted every year.
Okay, so wait. What does this person's wholeness and like
Any type of
what does it
shit
consist
you can
of?
think of.
No. I want to get details. What does the wholeness consist of? I need to know.
The last whole story I got from her was her sleeping with some twins.
The twins?
The twins.
Why was that some whole shit? She just wanted to sleep.
Shit.
Oh, well, according to
at
you.
the same time, she was that's some whole shit in my eyes.
Is that a train or a threesome? That's a different topic, but
That's a transfer.
A transfer.
It depends on how it went down.
How's that work?
Who was at the same time?
Who was where? Who was doing what? You know,
Yeah, she's definitely every year she clean slate. Every year.
Okay.
Train all day. That's what the comments said. Train all day. I don't know. Some people saying that's a threesome.
That's a threesome.
I mean,
that's a threesome.
3 people.
Two twins.
Two twins, but we're both the penises in at the same time.
Wait, well, whose penises? Wait. It's a woman with
a woman with two men who are twins, brothers.
Oh, that's some other shit. See, when you said the twins, I automatically thought it was
a man with two
men with two girls. See, and I think that it changes with certain. I think that maybe it changes on the scenario.
She definitely got numbers on that kitty cat, but listen, I heard the kitty cat was still good, so
it's the twins for me.
But every year she starts with a clean slate.
Wait, I thought you was gonna say every year she does the twins.
She got stories, y'all. She got stories. Shout outs to
Shout out to her.
Friends.
You may have to bring her on and just disguise her voice and her face.
Never ever disclose who that is. If you are watching, I love you. I refuse to drop your name.
Okay.
Let's keep that.
Maybe online.
No. We don't want to know.
If I told you who it was, you would die.
I know who it is. I think I know because I just did some of the whole stories that she got. I just be like, no.
I'm that friend that you gonna call with all your whole stories because I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be like, what you did, what girl, and how was that? What did that feel like?
I have a question. Is a one night stand a whole activity? Is that some whole shit?
No.
No. Oh, you were passionate about that. Go ahead. No.
I don't really know.
I think with definition though. Now, you know, everything that I have, I think I might be the new Miss. It depends because, okay. Y'all know that I feel like certain shit is whole shit if you don't. So if you had a one night stand and it was because you wanted to have a one night stand, that's fine. Make sure you don't want a relationship, you don't catch feelings, none of that other shit after the one night stand. The one night stand is a one night stand and that's it. That's it. One and done.
So I have a question. I'm gonna drawing from some life experience. If you had a one night stand and it comes back around and you have another one night stand, is that just 2 one night stands, or we gonna count them as like.
How do you have 2 one-night stands? No, this one-night stand means
Is this
It's a one night thing. We're not smashing on a regular.
Is it?
I'm seeing you tonight, and I'm forgetting that I know
it's the same person
in the morning.
Oh, now once you
right,
have
so here, I'm gonna tell you.
no longer one night stand.
I'll tell you a story. It may be me, may not be me, may be a friend, may not be a friend, may be acquaintance, may not be acquaintance. Just a story that I've come across.
Good job.
So
disclaimer.
I'm gonna tell it from my point of view because it makes it easier for me to tell the story. So long story short, met somebody. We were at the club at the time. We were promoting clubs or whatever the case may be. So we were able to drop into another club, from another club to another club, or whatever the case may be. So we jumped from a few clubs. Long story short, this person was from out of town. They was from another country. They were with their cousin, whatever the case may be. So you were able to take them around, show them a good time to a few clubs, but they were leaving like a day and a half later. I end up going home with one of the girls, whatever the case may be. We sleep together. We have a good time. Great, amazing, blah, blah, blah.
You went home with the girl, Mason? Okay.
Not me. I said it's a story.
No, you did. Say you was you.
I said it's a story, and then I said that I'm going to tell it from my perspective.
Oh, from your perspective. Oh,
yeah. So
I was like, whoo, edit.
You go home. I go home with the girl, whatever. It's not a home, it's a hotel, whatever the case may be. You know, nice hotel, so I know she got some money, whatever.
Oh, she paid for the room.
Well, she already had the room because she's from out of town. So her and her cousin's in a room or whatever the case may be. So we have a good time. That ends. We stay in touch, you know. She goes home to her country or whatever. So she hits me up, you know, probably like 6 months, 7 months later. And she's like, oh, I'm coming back, blah, 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 blah. We end up going out for dinner or whatever. Go to another club. Also have some sort of connections there, whatever. So it looks nice. We go into a club, blah, 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 blah. No problems getting in. It's one of these sedity clubs, so it looks good or whatever. Boom. Sleep together again. Great time. Good conversation. Good person, whatever the case may be. Long distance. Nothing's going to come of this. So this is just, you know, us sleeping together. Boom. That ends up happening. Does that make me a hoe for sleeping with her? That's 2 different occasions. Same person, one night stand. Is that one body? Is that 2 bodies? Is that
one night stand once you sleep with her more than once?
Yeah, you slept with her more than once.
A one night stand. I met you today. I slept with you today, and I will never see or speak to you again.
This is over. After today, I don't even know.
I don't know.
Tomorrow. You don't even count.
That's not even my name.
So what is that? So is that a 2-night stand? Is there such a thing?
Yeah, I mean, that was a situation you decided to have.
You had what was that thing that they said?
You had a casual.
No. What's that they said with Jada Pinkett and that man?
You had
an entanglement.
You had an entanglement.
Somebody was married in a situation, and
it was an entanglement.
It was an entanglement.
Again.
You didn't know what she was when she went back home to her.
She might have been somebody's wife.
She was doing some whole shit when she came to America.
She ended up getting married.
And she met you.
Sidebar real quick. She was cheating on a trip.
She was on her.
Was she?
She was on her.
Shout out to her cousin, because her cousin was definitely in the bed next to us.
They was some whole shit. Now that's some whole shit. Don't be fucking.
How is that some whole shit?
No. See, let me tell you something.
This wasn't me. This was a story that I heard. I already told you.
Don't be fucking people when you in the same room with somebody else.
Yes, that's some whole shit. Why can't y'all have your own space in your own rooms? That's some whole shit.
Ooh, Lizzie.
No,
baby,
why
say
would
something.
you not?
Say something.
Why would you be? You want one bed surfboarded and I'm on the other? No, we need.
I've definitely been in
both
both shoes. I've been in the room with people who was fucking, and I've also been in the room and been the one fucking. So I guess I have been on some whole shit before.
Now look at that. Lizzie, put the applause, Mason. Come on, get the applause going.
Some whole shit before.
Are we congratulating her for doing some whole shit? What was
that?
Good job.
I've done some whole shit.
Because she swear to God, she's never been on no whole shit.
I said, I swear to God, I ain't no hoe.
No, well, do you think that what you did was?
I don't think I was a hoe because the person I was doing it with was the person I was technically with at that time. So
That's
It was
some
just
shit.
me being a free spirit.
No, that's too free.
Listen,
Some
sometimes
shit is too
sometimes
free. Get
things
me a
just
room,
happen,
bitch.
and
No,
who got time to move? It's already in motion. Let's just keep it going.
some shit is too free.
Listen, I've
No.
done some whole shit before.
You love me? Do you love me?
Get me right now. Fuck it. My friend ain't over there for real.
Get me a room. My friend is like, I don't want to go in the bathroom or nothing. That I want you to get me a room.
So you wanted me to wake the person up and say, get out.
Do something.
Be quiet. She don't hear us.
Listen,
So that time.
that's how what?
Shut up. Just be quiet. Moving right along to the next question. Does your age or experiences determine when you should stop hoeing? Does your age or experiences determine when you should stop hoeing?
Yes. I always say whole life or no life, right? But I mean that when
Gang.
gang. You already know. No, I mean that when it comes to being true to who I am. So whole life or no life, I really mean like continue to do the things that you like to do and you want to do, the things that are productive and that bring you peace, joy, and happiness. You know what I mean? So if what society, because we talked about society today, right? And social norms and those type of things. When society says that this is not cool, like I'm pretty sure that there's always talk about like people like Cardi B, Sweetie, and Megan Thee Stallion's type of music and stuff like that. Yes, do I think that they're overdoing it? We can say that, but then again, all these years of my whole entire life, this is the first time that the females have had the industry on lock and are talking about the things that they're talking about the way that they're talking about as provocatively. Okay, guys, we can take this to a music conversation, Mason, because you were a DJ. And this is okay, you could say Salt and Pepper talked about sex, but it was not as blunt and as direct.
I think the better word is vulgar.
Vulgar. Okay, right.
It was direct, and they used to say it, but vulgar meaning like vulgar. Yeah, vulgar is
so
speaking of Salt and Pepper, push it.
Yeah,
Push it was about sex. Like,
it was about sex, absolutely.
Exactly.
But when you were 6 years old, you didn't know that. You know that.
And you know what's funny? The 6-year-olds now don't know what the heck they're talking about now either. So it's the same thing.
I don't know. I think that
I think as you get older and you have some understanding, you start thinking that other people have that same understanding. It's usually not the case. These 6-year-olds have no clue what's going on, and in another 10 years, music is gonna be even way more vulgar than it is now.
I can't picture it getting any more vulgar than this, but because I can't picture it.
It's gonna be a dick on a screen.
I'll show you how to suck the dick.
That's gonna be the video.
Now they tell you to suck the dick. In a few years, they're gonna say this is how you suck the dick.
I mean, I can say
that makes me really sad. But no, seriously, all jokes aside, guys. Like,
oh man,
I think that at a certain point of time, you have experienced the experience. You know what whole shit feels like. You know what it brings. Have you even been successful while you was on some whole shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about it. What has it brought you? You gotta think about it, and you gotta really assess what the situation is, and you gotta become your better whole self.
Your better whole self.
And that's really what it's about. Become wholesome. And
I just feel like you should not be 45 years old.
No, you definitely
like a grandmother. And you a hoe?
Yeah.
You a nanny hoe.
There's some grandma hoes. There's some granny hoes.
Nina, you need to be sitting down somewhere. You do not need to be out here popping pussy. Like,
it's the nanny.
I'm getting shirts the nanny hoe.
I'm getting shirts that say nanny hoe. One day I still might be a nanny hoe, and you know what? It can't be a
pop too. Let's talk about the old head niggas. Y'all old head men. Sorry.
Go ahead, I got timestamp.
Yeah, timestamp. Timestamp
One-
down.
one
Y'all, I
19.
have a problem with that word. I do apologize. But no, these old heads too. You don't need to be nobody's pop talking about some. You want to be a hoe.
Pop.
No, pop. Sit
Oh.
down. Pop and nanny hoes.
Pop is moving some cheeks over there in the
He
local
is.
nursery home. So let Pop be Pop.
No.
There's some pop-ups outside, for real.
Yeah, no. I think when you get to a certain age, you need to know better.
I think when you have kids and you be doing whole shit around your kids, you gotta not be doing whole shit around your kids. Like,
listen, those your kids. You doing
At no age though. That
no, I mean
like that at
no,
any
like
point
no,
in
because
time.
some women do whole shit around their kids when they're little kids because they feel like they
Well, I
may
got one of those
know.
stories.
Yeah, right. Everybody has a whole story from a person that had a little kid, right? They thought that the little kid didn't know, wasn't watching when they was humping on the side of the bed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever was happening. Everybody has a story that they know of someone like that, I believe. Now, I just think that when your kid is 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, you don't need to be humping while your kid's on the side of the bed. It's not right.
Well, first of all, you have a problem if your kid's still at the side of the bed at 13. Like, there's some other things to worry about. We got some economic things we got to talk about. We got to talk about prioritizing our spending.
If your 13-year-old is going to be able to change.
But no, we're not talking about that. That's not the topic. The topic is, guys.
I definitely think with age, and if you've really been home for like 13 years or 25 years, it's time to stop. Like, just stop. You're putting all that traffic on your pussy for God. It's the traffic. It's no red lights.
So wait, I got a question, and I didn't add any questions to our group. Do y'all believe that pussy has mileage?
Yes.
Yes.
It has mileage. And there ain't nothing wrong with some mileage.
How much mileage is too much mileage?
Side panel?
How much mileage is too? Side panel cannot speak on this issue today because
how much mileage is too
it's
mileage?
too much mileage.
Listen, I don't feel like we can determine
How?
somebody's
I think that when you don't have any walls, then you just been doing too much hoeing. So stop right before
and there are things out.
So let me tell you something. There's a myth to that.
I need the ladies out there to know because I know there are some of y'all out there who don't got no walls. In this day and age,
You're gonna take a second to speak to the ladies with no walls.
They have created things that will bring them back for y'all. Say thank you to the
Vinegar.
out there. Not saying I needed them, but I know
they have vaginoplasty.
I know somebody who did, and guess what? It worked. So if you don't got no walls, ladies, tell your doctor.
You know somebody who got walls. You know somebody who got their walls, but you didn't tell me.
Continue. They got creams. They got all types of shit. They got.
I heard about the cream. About the cream.
They got stuff out there for that. So if you have, if this is your problem, this is something you're dealing with.
So is there a number on the mileage?
Is
there a number on the mileage, guys?
Is there a number?
I don't think there's a number, but there's definitely a situation.
Yeah, but some people are just built like that. They are different types of species in the world.
But go ahead, Mason. What were you saying?
Oh, I said there's definitely not a number, but there's
how many partners are too many partners?
I don't think there's too many partners. I wouldn't look down on. I'm super non-judgmental, so I'm not the best judge for this.
So
I'm free. I'm okay with everything before me because it's not gonna be a problem. My only issue, I'm definitely gonna say some sneak this stuff sometimes because there are women that if I'm dealing with you and you just slept with a basketball player before you got with me, and he is on TV and they in the playoffs, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You over rooting for him, but that's just a situation that has nothing. Do I deal with different kind of women?
Listen.
Something wrong with that?
Wait, what? But what if it was good? Like she missed him.
Even worse, you missing him while you sitting next to me.
I have a better situation.
Okay. Ooh, all right. Let me take my situation. That was just a story I heard, not me.
What's your friend X out
Side panel. Would you still accept me with 80 bodies?
Goddamn.
80 bodies in the course of 15 years.
Let me do the math on that.
Let me do the math.
How many bodies is that a year?
That's 5.3333.
So 5 bodies.
Now we rounding down 5 bodies a year. For the
5
last
bodies
15
a year in
years.
15 years, 80 bodies.
80
Yep.
bodies. That's 5
Okay,
bodies.
yeah. So would you still love to have to hold, what's the marriage vow? Let's see it on here on Hush Your Mouth.
80 bodies.
In 15 years.
In 15 years, 5 bodies. In 15 years. I mean, 5 bodies a year for 15 years, 80 bodies. However it played out. Maybe
more because you got 80 bodies.
you love me more because I got 80 bodies.
Yeah, you love 80 bodies.
That's amazing.
You need somebody
You're a superhero.
to tell your ass 80 bodies in 15 years. Come here.
Maybe 1 year you was off a number. Maybe you did 3 in 1 year, then you did 10 another. It don't matter how it all played out. It's just not that it played out. And she said she was still
80 bodies.
80
I'm
bodies.
not judgmental though. I feel like everybody is entitled to however many numbers y'all got. I mean, only thing I think if I see it, and if I ever see your shit, and it's just like. That's the problem. If your shit look ran through, if you look like anybody in 15 years, that's
Wait,
a problem.
let's jump into the comments.
That's the problem. It's a problem, ladies. See a doctor.
I don't. I'm disclaimer, y'all. I ain't got 80 bodies. Let me make sure.
Somebody do though.
But somebody loves me.
Somebody has 80 bodies in 15 years. They might even have 80 bodies in 2 years. 80 bodies.
I remember I was 15 or 16, and I knew a girl who had 67 bodies. I'm 31. I said 15 years. Where y'all think she at now?
80 fucking
It's
bodies.
unfathomable to side panel. 80 bodies is what she keeps
We
saying.
about to come up to this. I'm gonna pull out the last question because we about to wrap this up.
We did we get that they had the Holland Tunnel pussy?
The Holland Tunnel.
Yeah, I can't bring that up.
Everyone has walls. They just push back. Well, honey, when you have a house and you push the walls back, guess what that means? They ain't there. But the last question we have is what qualifies anyone to determine what a hoe is? What qualifies you?
What qualifies you?
You know what? It's your perspective. Everything's up to your perspective. I think that your perspective on your situation, like what would be a hoe for me, would not be a hoe for somebody else. So everything is just based on your own situation. 80 bodies it's a lot. Like,
are you loving a woman with 80 bodies? Person, do you have that? He said that was amazing for side panel. What do you mean? Like, do you not loving some? What do you mean?
That's amazing. Like, I'm at awe that you, as a human being, could have had 80 bodies in 15 years.
I know people who have.
I'm very impressed by.
Oh no,
that's very possible.
I know
That's very possible.
5 different people every year for 15 years.
No, 80 partners have. It can be a mixture.
If you had
That's
many
it.
dicks as you had in you on you, you would look like a porcupine.
What?
look.
I got nothing to say. Very few times I'm at a loss for words, but I'm at a loss for words.
Oh my God. But what qualifies you, Corey? What qualifies you to determine what a hoe is? You agree with what Mason said?
The whole stroke.
I feel like it overall comes
No,
down to the standards.
It comes down to your standards.
Yes.
I think these are the standards I have for myself. These are the standards that I definitely teach. Self value is very, very important. I think it's absolutely necessary in everything and anything that you do, even when it comes down to who you're gonna sleep with and how many people you want to sleep with and how you want to sleep with them. I'm definitely a free spirit, so I support people being free spirits. Do what you want, how you want to do it, but do it with style, do it with class, and value yourself. I think that's just my message overall in itself. If you like whole shit, do whole shit, but value yourself while you're doing whole shit. Whatever that may be, because my value may not be your value. My love language may not be your love language, and so on and so forth. So, I mean, I think it's levels to this shit. At the end of the day, for Corey B's, it's levels to this shit.
There's levels to the shit. Now listen.
Always.
So all you ladies and all you gentlemen out there being hoes, live your life. If it makes you happy, do it.
It makes me happy.
It doesn't matter what anybody has to say. At the end of the day, you are the owner of that coochie.
Wait, someone asked something in the comments.
Count being raped a hoe? No.
Somebody said counting being raped being a hoe?
No.
No.
That's not the option to
not.
fuck. Somebody took the option.
Yeah, somebody took the option. Hoeing is having the option to fuck.
Choice.
And it's all the choice to have sexual intercourse. But not, wait, I got confused. This is,
Keisha, you thought
No.
about that one.
yeah, well.
We gotta have a
At the end of the day, let me wrap it up. Honestly, like, that isn't what we're talking about. Like, what we're talking about is people's choice and what they do with their choice and how they, exercise their rights to be themselves. I am all for being yourself in your true, authentic self, whatever that may be. I think that if you want to cross-dress, you should cross-dress. If you want to do anything, as long as you are not impeding on anyone else's rights and their point of view and things like that, then you are fine. You should go do it. I'm the biggest believer in everyone owns their own body, their own thoughts, and things of that nature, and they should definitely own those things. And to be the best self or be the best you can possibly be, you need to explore those things. If being a hoe is something that you have an interest in, by all means, go ahead and be a hoe. Like, you shouldn't be stopped by society's norms. If you want to, cross-dress, you should go ahead and do that. Whatever you want to do, I keep using cross-dress. I don't know why. Whatever you want to do, you should be able to go do it as long as you're not hurting anybody else. I'm a big believer in being yourself and exploring those thoughts and ideas.
On that note, Mason, mic
That's
drop.
it. Mic drop. We out of here.
Mic drop.
All right, good one. Do you want to say where we can find them, socials or not?
Oh, okay, absolutely, because I can. So you guys can definitely find us at Corey B Corey _ KORI_DEEZ. And you can also find us on Spotify. You can find us on
YouTube.
Thursdays. We dropping Thursdays. This episode
Thursdays.
Thursday.
If anybody missed this
Thursdays.
episode,
You can catch the back run, like what's it called? The welcome back, the back. What's it called, guys?
the overview.
No, girl, that's what I said. Overview. No, not overview. Tell them what it's called. Which I said it's like with the power thing. Behind
the
scenes.
behind the scenes. You can catch the behind the scenes on Thursday.
Thank God side panel was there. I don't know what you were talking about.
Yes. Guys.
And if you hoeing, just keep on hoeing.
Keep
Hoeing, just keep on going.
And the wholesome host says for you guys to hoe in peace. Thank you guys for joining. Hush your mouth.